Cash in the Attic was a BAFTA award-winning daytime TV show on the BBC. It first aired in 2002 and went on for an impressive 18-series run before sadly coming to a close in 2012, which was arguably the biggest TV event of that year. In the show, the presenter visits a family's house to find out what they need to raise money for. They then proceed to break into their house and explore the surroundings, finding antiques and valuing them, with the help of people who wish they had chosen different careers. The family then goes to auction with the aim of making their financial target. What's interesting is that the auction never takes place on the same day as the rummage. Often it can take place several weeks later. Just a bit of fascinating trivia for you there. Cash in the Attic has had many presenters throughout the years. Ben Fogle, Alistair Appleton and that Scottish guy who everyone recognises but no one knows by name were the first batch of presenters, but the programme was more recently hosted by the likes of Jenny Bond, Gloria Hunniford, Aled Jones and the lady who had an affair with John Major. Cash in the Attic ran each weekday morning on BBC One, usually at that time when everyone's at work so nobody has to sit through this boring tripe. Its ratings were among the highest of any daytime TV show at the time, as it was watched by people of all walks of life, from elderly people to elderly people to elderly people to elderly people to elderly people in the waiting room at the dentist, then to elderly people. There was barely a person in Britain not watching this slick, high-budget TV show. Unfortunately, by 2012, the entirety of its viewership had died. In conclusion, Cash in the Attic is one of the greatest TV shows of the 21st century so far. It had nail-biting plots, incredibly convincing performances, and a title that's fun to say. There are so many iconic moments from this show, like that time a family won £145. I don't know, I never really watched this show, to be honest.